But he is the most consistent receiver.
Isn't Jayden Reed more consistent?
No.
He fell off, man, into the year.
Like, he had games where he's like one catch. But again, like, Romeo Doubs had 601 yards receiving last year.
Consistent.
Hasn't Jayden Reed had more in both of his years?
Yeah, Jayden Reed was their leading receiver in each of the first 2 years in yards and in receptions.
Doesn't always mean consistent.
But again, the splits between his first and second half are startling for Jayden Reed.
Still, what's Romeo doing?
One again.
Apparently, he's being consistent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that means, Josh, but he's being consistent.
It means nothing. That's what I'm learning.
Also have a question from Matt saying, what about the fact that Jordan Love has the Rodgers-Cobb relationship with Romeo? Coming from Matt and Franklin. The difference being, okay, maybe he's got that I think that if I were to describe the relationship for Romeo Doubs to Jordan Love, yes, they have a really good connection. But I look at it as it closer to the Aaron Rodgers,
Alan Lazard,
Ruvel Martin relationship more than the Aaron Rodgers, Randall Cobb relationship. Like, Randall was so much better than what Romeo is.
Yes.
Like, Romeo's fine. Romeo's going to play in this league for a while as a number 3 wide receiver. Again, his career numbers through 3 years are roughly that of what Jamar Chase had last year. 1,700 yards and 15 touchdowns. That's Romeo Doubs' career through 3 seasons.
Consistent. Not wow, just consistent. But you're right, he is more than half the teams he'd be a number 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think consistent also here is a stand-in for not that good but available. Because how many guys, given the opportunities that Romeo Doubs has been given, would perform exactly this way?
Romeo knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also good at catching the ball in a crowd because he's consistently in one.
It's due to his own inability to separate.
Again, he's got some skills that it's nice to have on the team. Can't wait to replace him as the team's number 1.
I'm trying to be as respectful as possible here. I don't know if people realize just like sort of how mediocre the level of talent is in that room.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so bullish on Matthew Golden, because when one guy is so clearly more talented than the next, your coaches are going to continue to give you more and more opportunities. Like, who's holding him back? Who's holding Matthew Golden back, and what's holding him back?
Nothing.
The only thing I could see holding him back is, like, literally Jordan Love not being that good.
Well, the thing that's holding him back, Josh, is the obvious thing. His youth. He's young. You have to learn how to play in this league. Most guys don't show up and be like, hey, I've arrived.
Baptism by fire, though. Like, again, if the theory from Brian Gutekunst is, let's play these young guys, we'll take those lumps early, and then by the end, like, we're ready to go, why would that not also apply to Matthew Golden, who's not being held back by somebody who is the 47? Like, where does Romeo Doubs rank on that list that you love to bring up, where where Jayden Reed is the 47th ranked receiver in the league? Like, this guy's not a top 50 receiver in the league. How on earth is he holding back Matthew Golden? Because
you're discounting things like, dude, learning an offensive playbook in the NFL is very difficult to do. You know, it's okay at practice and stuff, but when it's for real and you got 15 seconds to remember what you're doing, do I convert this route and do I do this? That's hard. When it's easy, when it becomes second nature. When you can learn other positions.
And you know how that happens?
Yeah.
By playing these guys. Not babying them and coddling them and bringing them along.
No,
Throw them in the fire,
The problem is...
Like, if you're spending a first-round pick on someone...
When you get into the NFL and you played 3 years, your negatives, you know how we talked about, I really like the negatives in the scouting reports of Golden because I think most of them are fixable, right?
Yes.
All these receivers have negatives, right? Like Doubs, consistent is probably not a good word to use for your number 1 receiver. Jayden Reed, is he just a slot guy? Devondre Wicks, drops a lot of balls.
Why?
Not involved.
Why?
Christian Watson, he's getting better, not a great route runner. You know?
Why can't Matthew Golden have a season similar to like a Ladd McConkey? 112 targets, 71.8 yards per game. He played 16 games, had 82 receptions, and 1,149 yards.
He can, Josh, but the problem is they're going to run the ball 52% of the time.
I don't think they will.
And then LaFleur likes receivers by committee.
Well,
Whoa. I don't think he likes receiver by committee. I think he's done it the last 2 years because, again, we take the last 2 years and you take the first 4 years. First 4 years was certainly not receiver by committee. The last 2 years was because you're hoping that somebody breaks out. I don't think he wants to do, just for the same reason, I don't think he wants to run the ball 52% of the time. You said that last year too, that ultimately Matt LaFleur wants to throw the football. And Matthew Golden has the skill set that gives him the ability to throw the football.
Yeah.
I use the Chargers there on purpose because they are so run heavy. As we know, they've got Greg Roman and Jim Harbaugh, who are old school football guys. Mm-hmm. So they're really reliant on that. And I also think that last year's wide receiver room for the Chargers is rather comparable to what we have with the Packers. Now, I think Tucker Kraft is better than anyone the Chargers had, and that's certainly going to cut into that. But it seems like if everything goes the way I totally agree. Matt LaFleur didn't also run the ball that much prior to the offense sort of stinking.
Yeah. Like he pivoted
that was
to
a necessity.
He pivoted to that because that's what they needed to do to be successful. And I think they're still going to run the ball a bunch this year, Chew.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they're going to, because, again, they invested in the offensive line. Aaron Banks is more of a road grader than a pass blocker, but also they ultimately want to throw the ball. I think it's going to flip a little bit. I think they're going to throw the ball 52, 53% of the time and run the ball that 47% of the time.
We'll see.
I think they're going to flip
I'm just saying, don't put too much pressure on the kid. Because he's young. Because you know what? When Christian Watson comes back, he's going to X, right? That's the position he plays. He's going to X. So what do? Got to see what Doubs, see where Golden is right then. Your Z is your guy in the offense. He catches the most balls. He's got to be the best route runner, which he is.
He might already be their best route runner.
I know, but he's going to have to flop positions. They're not putting Christian Watson at Z because I think Christian Watson's not a great route runner. But he's a burner.
I would not be shocked if he is their Z to start the season.
Well, I don't know. Well, who you playing at X? X is kind of your speed guy. Well,
figure it out.
All right.
Feed Matthew Golden.
Hey guys, it's Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Thanks for watching our clip. I'm sure it was super informative and educational. I'm just kidding. I love those knuckleheads. And we do it live every Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 a.m. on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get informed anytime we drop new content.